What's approaching the supreme moment, reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? Alright, let's get started with another test. Now this is a unit that I've been curious about at 100 potential for a little while. Not only because it's an interesting unit, but I actually have all due pass unlocked, and essentially all I have to do is max out the SA and unlock all the potential level nodes, and he'll be at 100%. But you know, it's the debate is whether it's worth it or not. So this is kind of more or less meant to test out how this guy is and see what his potential's like. This is set up on a Universe Survival Saga team, and obviously we're going to link him up with the Topo unit just to get the maximum boost possible. So let's go ahead and get this started as to how the 100% potential Bergamo is at Rainbow status on a Universe Survival Saga team. Stats wise, he does have the leader skill of Extreme Type plus 2 key HP attack and defense increase of 30%. Super attack does cause supreme damage to enemy and also raises defense by 30% for 6 turns, so a little bit of a defensive boost there. Passive skill is a little bit interesting too. He's got the creep method where attack will increase by 20% with each attack received up to 120%, so a decent enough boost there. He does also have the chance to turn into giant form when HP is 80% or below. So the 120% stack or maximum of increase to attack is actually pretty good, and we'll see how that plays out. The more time he gets attacked, the stronger he gets. Link skills, he's got brutal beatdown, that's 10% increase to attack. Infighter will increase attack by 10% and also drop enemies defense by 10%. Brainiacs will increase attack and defense by 10%. Coward plus 1 key. Transform plus 2 key. Tournament of Power plus 3 key. Again, this video is mainly going to be on the Universe Survival Saga team, but he also does obviously fall into the giant category. And with the implementation of the potential level skills and whatnot kicking in for the giant category units, we'll see how that plays out. Alright, so the first part of the video, I'm not gonna basically have Topo attack with a super first, because he does provide a boost toward attack with a super attack, but we'll do that here in a little bit. But for at least the first segment, we'll see how Bergamo is without that additional help from the super attack. So maxed out at HP, this guy does have 12,617 for HP, attack is 12,883, defense is 9,986, 12 key multiplier is 140%, so decent enough guy, but the question is like whether or not it's actually worth maxing the guy out. For most, it's probably not going to be worth it because, I mean, let's face it, like, how often are you going to use this guy, right? But at the same time, like, the giant category is getting a massive upgrade coming up. So not only do they not take any damage when they're in the giant form, but you're talking about potentially additional attacks and criticals also kick in, as well as possibly the increase toward attack based on the potential level increases. So it could definitely become a very, very good category setup. Now we'll just have to see how things play out, but as far as right now, it's regardless of what happens, the giant category is going to get a pretty good update and a hell of an upgrade. So this guy certainly falls into that category, and if you have all 4 due pass unlocked like me, just have a problem of whether to invest the Kais to level up the SA for this guy and go through the potential system work. I mean, more or less these types of videos are meant to help you make that decision. Yeah, I mean, the giant category should be pretty interesting. Like, let's take a look as to the other units within this category and see what their link skills would be like with this guy. So obviously this is, the giant form attack with this guy without any criticals or additional attack, layered in. Once that actually happens, I think it's going to be very nice. It's going to make the giant category a little bit more interesting to use. I highly doubt a lot of people actually use this category right now. So he does share the Brainiac's link skill with the Tapion unit. Looks like Transform obviously is one they'll share. So as far as I see, it looks like for only, yeah, with Tapion he only shares like 2 link skills. Let's look at a few more others. Like, I guess Grade 8 Turles is another staple unit within this category. Like, he's got, let's see, yeah, it doesn't look like he has much. besides the transform key boost, looks like he doesn't share any with Bergamo here. Another one would probably be like Shugesh, Borgos, and Tora, since they are getting Dokkan Awakens coming up. Looks like really the transform is pretty much the only link skills that he'll be sharing with these units too. So not the ideal unit, probably even in a giant category with using this Bergamo unit, but I mean it's a fun unit to use, and his power creep definitely does like factor in. Like the more time he gets attacked, he definitely does get better. Like you're looking at 300,000-ish, without the increase to attack based on how many times he's attacked, but it does creep up to upwards of close to a million or over. So given in this video he is getting help from the Topo unit, where Topo is providing like the 30% increase to the attack and defense for the allies, and also the enemy's defense also drops by 50%. Actually, it's not 30%, it's 35% increase to attack and defense for all allies, and then all enemies' defense is decreased by 50%. So you are seeing a substantial assistance in stats based on this this guy alone. But either way, like we'll see without that benefit. We'll see how that plays out in the giant category. Obviously the Kale unit's on there too, because she does provide a 30% increase to attack and defense for the Universe Survival Saga teammates, so you're looking at a lot of help coming through. But either way, like, I mean, this guy's not a bad unit, but it's definitely on the bottom towards of the priorities of who you should max out in the potential system. But again, the giant category updates and upgrades could certainly change that. We'll just have to see how that plays out. The other thing worth talking about, I guess we did find out about the Dual Dokkan Festival coming up at some point with the 250 million download celebration. I guess Frieza and the Goku unit are going to have the transformation mechanic going from like Super Saiyan all the way up to Super Saiyan Blue or whatever, and Frieza's going to have his. So it'll definitely be interesting. I'm kind of curious what the leader skills are and potential categories involved with that. We'll see how that plays out. The Piccolo unit should be pretty good. It's about time Piccolo got an upgraded version of a card in the game. So it is an Extreme Z Awakened version, so hopefully it's going to be a really good one. I would like to start running Piccolo again on a team. Alright, even though he has a type disadvantage, we'll see how he does with the Dokkan mode here. Super attack is pretty cool to look at. It's pretty funny. So this is pretty much back to the base where he has to get attacked again in order to increase his damage output. So it resets every battle. That's that's the only drawback with that, but the newer Dokkan events are certainly longer, or could be longer, so it's not too difficult to get that 120% max boost. If he's on the team, so it's just a matter of how you place him. And in terms of the potential level skills, I mean, with the super attack, he does cause supreme damage and also raises attack for 30% for 6 turns. So you definitely do want to factor in additional attacks with that. Now, you certainly want to involve some critical levels. Like typically, for my physical type units in the potential system, it's like overall balance between the additional attack and criticals. Like typically I'll probably do like 11-15 or like 14-12 or some variation like that. So a lot of attacks coming his way for that rotation, so that certainly does help increase his damage output. And then he does have type advantage here, so I'm expecting a pretty good decent amount of damage being put out by him here. And the good thing about this category is the most of them share the Tournament of Power link skill, and that alone has +3 key, so you're never going to run into the a key issue with any units really within this category. Fortunately, they do have a link skill that substantially increases, you know, the key meter. So like you're looking at, you know, +3 from both leads, and then on top of that, you automatically get 3 from the link skill. So you're pretty much good to go. And looks like he did put out a decent amount of damage there with the critical. So yeah, this guy is I mean, he's okay. He's certainly not bad. He's nowhere near the best, and I mean, he's definitely like I said, toward the bottom of the priorities of who you should invest the potential orders into. But you know, again, this is essentially a test to see how he does. I mean, 1.8 million with the critical with the type advantage. I mean, that is respectable figures for any unit, really. So with the proper setups and the proper, you know, rotations, proper support, proper team builds, like any unit can definitely be good. I mean, this guy is no exception. So about 1.1 million without the critical there, and let's see what the additional attack hits for. So yeah, back-to-back supers for about 1.1 million. So again, he does have the ability to increase his defense based on every super attack, so definitely does help for additional attack. You're looking at, you know, a stacking effect with the defense. And just keep in mind, Topo is definitely providing a lot of help here. I mean, the passive alone is a substantial amount, so he's certainly getting the help for it. But overall, I mean, this guy's okay. He's not the best. He's nowhere near the best. And I wouldn't really even consider him good, but he's an okay unit, and he's not too bad. So, yeah, hopefully this kind of clarified things for you a little bit. As always, you know, I certainly appreciate you watching the video till the very end if you have. And again, we'll see how things play out with the giant category upgrades coming up, and see how they do, you know, once they actually transform into giants, and you know, the criticals and additional attacks and all that good stuff. We'll see how that all plays out. All right, so thanks for watching, and definitely stay tuned again for next time.